So now we have a domain, we have done the registration, we have the hosting ready, we have installed WordPress. Now we want to get into the process of building a website. Now there are multiple ways to build a website. You can see all different things over here. So let's say if you want to create a specific page for your website, you can just create a page. You can add a new page and you can start building your page. If you want to create any blog posts, etc., you can click on post and create such stuff. And you can do a lot of different things. If you want to change a menu, change the theme, add appearances, etc., everything can be done step by step from here. But we want to use certain AI tools that will help me build my website, right? So for that, the first thing you need to do is come to appearance and click on themes. Now, the minute I click on themes, you'll see a few themes which are already available to us, and one theme which is 2025, which is already being used. We want to get down to one very important thing, which is called as Astra. Oh, so these are the available themes. So Astra is not available with us right now. That's why I can't see that. So in that case, I will click on add a theme. And here in this search box, I'm going to search for Astra. However, Astra is available right in front of you as well. So this is how Astra looks, and I'm just going to click on install. Right, it takes about a few seconds to install, and then I'm going to activate Astra. So first thing is this builds an entire theme for my website. This gives me multiple options to do this, right? Now, the other thing that I want to do is install a software that will help me build a website with AI inside this theme, right? So here, if you see, thank you for choosing Astra. Your website is ready in minutes. Let's start building, etc. This is going to use a plugin called as starter template to do this. Now, in some cases, what happens is you don't see this particular interface, right? In that case, if you don't see this, you can directly click on get started and start building. If you don't see this, all you need to do is come down to plugins, right? Here, again, you see start building, starter template, etc. because it wants you to do that because that's the best way to build a website in today's day and age. Now, what I'm going to do is click on add plugin. I'm going to remove this one now and click search for starter template because I want to build a website with AI with the help of starter template. And you will see it has over 2 million installations. And imagine it's just been launched a couple of years ago and it has so many installations already, right? There are multiple AI powered starter template by Cadence for WordPress, starter template by SitePack. There are so many more which can actually help you build websites, goes without saying. But so far from what I've seen and what I've used, starter template has given me the best results so far. Right, so I'm going to rely on starter template and click on install now. Again, this plugin takes a couple of seconds to install. And now you can see it's already been installed. The minute it's installed, I'm going to click on activate it. So basically, I have activated the first plugin that I want, which is starter template, which is going to help me build an entire website in seconds. Right? Once starter template is installed, it will take you to the starter template page, right? So you can see page is equal to starter template where it will ask you to take a couple of steps and build stuff with AI. So of course, we want to go with AI website builder. In some scenarios, again, you might not get to this step. Just in case if you do, you will click on build with AI because that's what we want. It will ask you to enter your website name, right? So what's your website about? It is ask you what is this website for, so that it can give you a couple of options, right? Text for you and then the language. And then again, you click on going through these steps. But what I'm trying to do is go through these steps as well. But for people who do not see this, right, we will try to do this from a different interface. So once my installation is done, I will come back to my WordPress. Right? So this is where we were. You will still, on your dashboard itself, if we keep saying get started, get started. If you still can't find this, which is the most easiest way, right? You will come down to your plugins and you will go to installed plugins. Inside these installed plugins, you will find your starter template plugin. And I will click on get started over here, which basically brings me to the same get started place. Right? So from your plugins to your installed plugin, get started, and this is where I am again. Right, and now I will click on build a website with AI. If you're struggling to come to this page, sometimes which happens, go back, uninstall the plugin and reinstall the plugin. And then come back to that starter template, right? Get started. And then again, you start seeing this, right? So my name of the website is World of Digital, right? This is a website which is for, let's say, let's see if I have that. Yes, we do. It's a digital marketing agency. Yeah. You can't put multiple suggestions here. It just has to be one. And my language for the website is going to be English, but you can build your website in so many other languages as well. Just click on next. Now, in a very short words, it wants you to tell what is the website about, right? If not, if you can't think of anything, etc., you can just go with start with AI. And basis the initial details it had, right? It has built this thing for you. So World of Digital is a premier digital marketing agency. Of course, it will look at its own location, specializing in SEO. If you're okay with this location, you can do that. If you are looking for a location in any other country or in the state in US, you can do that. If it's a different country, I can select that particular country. Specializing in SEO, social media marketing, and content creation. They help business enhance their online presence, reach their target audience effectively. Founded by a team of passionate digital marketing strategists, they prioritize personalization solutions driven measurable results. Clients choose World of Digital for their innovative approach and commitment in delivering. Now, there are multiple things here, guys. Number 8, you can't give more suggestions here. Even if I click on improve, it will try and make this better, but you can't tell it how you want it to make better. So what you can do is pick this itself, go to any other generative AI tool, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, put this as a reference and say, I want much more text, because see, the limit is up to 3,000, guys. So try to reach to as close as 3,000 as possible. That's number one. So we need more content. Number two, we need more value inside the content, guys. So I have to tell what are the different USPs, right? Any website, right? So let's say, for example, if I'm looking for let's check their website out, right? So let's check your competitor. In my case, full service digital marketing, right? I click on this particular website. Now here, if I see, uh, here you can see ad credit for a luxury brand, etc. They're basically trying to sell stuff, but you can see our service section. Here you have that particular thing, specializing in SEO, social media marketing, content creation, but maybe I think it's less. So I might, all right, let me just get rid of this chat pop-up. I might want to get rid of this, right? Or I might want to add more of these services because I just have 3 services. That's number one. Then our work. This is very important. So even if you have just building a website testing, but you need all of these data as well. So you can mention our work and you can mention certain case studies for which it will create specific places. So let's say if you're using ChatGPT, along with this, you can ask that take this description about my website to up to 3,000 characters. Apart from this, additionally, you can add stuff like our services. So you can add more services than your different work. So if you have any specialization, if you've done anything in the past, you can keep adding those things. Here, there is a very nice question which says, why us? And it takes all of these details. You can ask. So basically, you are clearing objections from your potential customers as to why should they choose us. You can mention a couple of clients. So here they mention these clients. So you can, of course, choose them, right? And if you have any affiliations, certification, this also makes a lot of sense. So YouTube certified professionals, Google partners, etc. You can do all of these things. And maybe if you want to send some location, etc. Right? So this is on. I am not investing time in doing all of these things, but that's the right way to give information for AI to build your website, where you create all of these details in totality, right? So assuming I have made all the respective changes, I'm going to click on next. Like I said, try to take it as close to 3,000 as possible. Now I want to share an email address. So I'm going to put my personal email address, my phone number. So if anybody wants to ever reach out to me, right, they can do this with these. If you want to add your social links, you can add your social links as well. Any social handles with the link. So let's say, for example, if I click on LinkedIn, I just need to add my LinkedIn profile here while building the website. my LinkedIn profile will auto be connected, right? So right now I don't want to do this. So I'm just going to click on cross and just click next. Now, while building a website, it will, now what starter template does, it does not generate images for you. What it does is it picks up stock images from whatever it has, and basis that it will build your website. Now, apart from selection, which you can select from here, right? These images I don't feel are really great. Also, some of these website images, sorry, eventually will have watermarks as well by the sites that have, brought it here. So I can't see any watermarks here right now. But sometimes when you build a website, once it's actually done, you might see some watermarks as well. So what you can do is either for now, just click these images as placeholders. So let's say, for example, I want this and I want to do with analytics and SEO and socials. I can add these as placeholders now, right? And select, of course, a decent few because everything is in a different size. You can see some are rectangular, some are square in nature. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some are longer, right? You have all of these things here. Apart from that, if you don't want to just do this, you can in fact come and upload your own images here, right? So if you know that you want to upload certain images on your website, you can build those, you can get those done through Canva, through any generative tools and upload them. So it will try and place those images on the website itself. I believe in the first part because even if you upload your images here, it's not necessary it will resonate with the text, right? So here instead, it's a better idea to go for these placeholders, right? And then once the website is built, you can easily come and change those images here, right? Now, the next part is it's trying to pick a design for you. Now, a lot of these designs are also premium. These will charge you anywhere about $9 per month, which is not too expensive, but also there's an additional cost. And the entire objective of building this was to build a free website. The premium one, of course, are really great. And if you try one of these, you will see. And if I just hover over this, let's say, for example, right, and you can see our entire website being built in this particular style and format, which is going to look amazing. I can just click over here and I can see the entire layout as well of how an website looks, right? And you can see your website will be built just like amazing like this here itself. Right. And of course, I don't want to offer a premium version. So you have some non-premium versions, which are the free versions. So these are here, it looks like a headline, some sub-headline, text, numbers, etc. This looks really cool to me. Here there is a headline and some images and a good flow of events and page breakers as well. So that's also a good sign. And I'll try and see. This is another free one, right, which has slightly different designs, layer language. Here you can see there's again a good one, right? So whatever you find good along with the non-premium section, you can easily pick this, right? So this again is a very good website. If you can see the backend section is staying still and things are moving. So this also looks great. There are numbers here. Let's try the darker theme as well, right? Again, a lot of numbers, stats, testimonials. I think this looks really good. Plus, dark color for an agency looks really cool. You can see here as an example, also they had a slightly darker color. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is now, okay, now once we are on the website, it will first ask you to add a logo. So if you have your website logo ready, which I believe you should, if you do not, you can easily go to logo.com and get a website logo done. You can go to Ideogram as well and ask it to make a logo. Plus, there are other generative AI tools, plus Nano Banana and all of these things. Remix your logo or change some elements in your logo very well. So using a couple of these tools, you can very easily create a logo as well. So try really hard doing that. So you can upload a logo right now. If there's no logo, the text will be written here as it is. Then you can change the font as well. You have certain fonts available, right? So you can just try these out, right? And you can see if any of these things work really well for you. A lot of times across websites, we don't have a uniform font. But again, this is a free website with limited capabilities. Eventually, you can go and change the font for other sections as well if you would like. But this is what we have right now. I think this font really looks good. You can, in fact, refresh it and get another font as well. Now, across the theme, if you want to change the color palette a little, you can do this. So right now, I think this is the color palette which we already have. If you want to have a lighter connotation to this, you can change this. and you can keep trying all the different versions that are available. So anything that we like, if you want to make something so bold, which is dark and blue, you can do that. Again, dark and greenish, you can do that. Dark and pink, you can do that. Similar to the first one, but slightly more. And you can then maybe slightly customize it as well, right? But I think dark and blue sort of stands out, right? And you can see how it looks on a desktop. So the best thing about this tool is your website is friendly for all the other platforms as well, or all the other devices as well. So this is how it looks on a computer. This is how it will look on a tablet. And this is how it will look on a mobile phone, right? As amazing as it gets, guys, right? Imagine building a website like this will in fact cost you minimum 30,000, 40,000 to 1 lakh Indian rupees very easily, right? And we can do this for free with the help of AI, right? Across all the platforms. So now I'm going to click on continue. It will ask you to add a certain features if you want a blog. So I of course wanted to write blogs for me. Do you want a page builder? Do you want a contact form? So these are by default, you can't change that. Do you want SEO and search visibility? So you want to do some SEO related stuff? Yes. Automations and integrations, right? Some website tasks if you want to automate. If you want to add e-commerce related stuff, you can add Surecart, but I have a better option. We go for WooCommerce, so that's why I don't select this. If you want to do anything for appointment booking, so you get some plugins for that. And now you can see the minute I check. So let's say, for example, if I uncheck SEO, Sure Rank went away, right? So you can see now here we have Spectra, which we downloaded. You have Sure Forms. But if I go SEO, so Sure Rank comes on automation. Then for e-commerce, Sure Cart comes over. But like I said, we don't want it now. Appointment and booking, you can go for Late Point. And for live chat, you can go 3CX. So these are the tools that are available at your disposal. If you don't want any of these things, if you just want a blank website, you can in fact skip and start building. But I don't want that. I'm going to start building. Now, while you do this, you have to connect to another thing which is called as ZipWP. You cannot build a website on starter template unless this is connected. Now, ZipWP only allows you to create 2 websites per account, and then it starts charging you money, right? But 2 websites per account is more than enough, so we don't really have to worry. So I'll just click on create a Zip account. In fact, I have an account, so I'll just log in, but you guys need to create, and it's pretty simple step. It will ask you for a verification once it's verified with your Gmail. So you can just go ahead and do that. Now, if I do that, it is going to ask me you already have an account. So that's why it did not walk me through all the other processes, guys. Right? So it just connected. It will ask you just to verify an email address. You have to go, they will send you an email, go to your email, just click on the verification button, and this is done. As simple as that. There's no charge till the time we are creating through 2 free websites. Once this is done, just click on start building, and you have 1 out of 2 AI site generation remaining. It's already given me a warning because I've already used 1. By this, I will use 1 credit and I'll have 0 left, which is absolutely okay. So for this email address that I have right now, I have practically used 1, and through this, I've practically been using both of them. But that's absolutely okay. So I'm just click on confirm and proceed. And it will take a few seconds, and within such time, it will start building your website, and exactly the way you saw. Now, the best part about this is it builds entire content for you. It does not create links. So links is something that we will personally have to work on, but it builds the entire content for you. Whatever blogs it will try and write, it will try and write some blogs, not all. It will be SEO optimized. But then again, we will have to work towards that as well to make it an SEO optimized blogs, right? But your basic structure, which takes at least, like I said, a lot of money. Plus, it takes at least 30 to 45 days to think about it, structure, color, build, give it to an agency, brief it, etc. All of this done in a matter of seconds. And now you will see in just a few seconds, everything will be done. So let's wait for the next few seconds while this is happening. And now you can see your website setup is done, and woohoo, your website is ready. You did it. A brand new website is set up online. and I want to go to see your website, right? So now if you see the same domain which is available over here, it was the same domain, but now which was blank and you would just see blog written over there, right? Now you can see elevate your brand, transform your digital presence today, a world of digital, we specialize, etc. Get started. Who are we? Your trusted digital marketing partners, world of digital, right? All the content, and imagine if I would have extended all that content would be somehow placed over here, our services, and you can see only three over here right now. This would have been more. You can see client satisfaction, everything is available here, right? And if you even want to edit any element of this page, right, if you just click on edit page, you can practically edit anything that you want on this particular page. So that's again a very good sign over here, right? So if I come here, just give it a quick second. I can edit anything, any content on my particular website, right? So I'll just click on finish setup here in the meanwhile, right? And you can see here, if I transform your digital presence today, if I want to change anything over here, right? If I want to replace digital with online presence today, right? The same thing can be done, get started, all these text, all these buttons. If you want to add a link to this button, right? So where this button leads to, everything can be done from here, right? Everything is over here. If you want to remove a certain section, right? You can see style, spacing, advanced, add new, etc. Everything is here, right? Scroll down and you can find our services, comprehension, etc., etc. Anything you can edit, anything you can use, anything you can change, everything is available here on the website, right? So that's how awesome this gets, guys, right? So I'm just gonna save this for now. So guys, just like that, in less than 10-15 minutes, our website is absolutely ready, good to go, and it's live, right? So whenever you want to practice anything on your website, try this. I'm going to teach you a bunch of other AI tools as well, which will help you make your website better, add different plugins, plus more AI tools that can help you generate images. So like now, like on the website, now what I'm going to do is come back to my main website. So if you want to change any of these images as well, you can very easily generate any of these things on AI with AI. Like let's say this looks very stock and very boring, right? So you can just understand the size ratio, go to your AI tools, generate amazing images here and add them, right? All of these, you can change these people, you can change their name, what do they do, etc., which basically speaks about your team. This again is a very stockish image, and I think it's slightly blurred as well, so we can get this updated as well, right? So a lot of things can be changed here very easily just by a click of button. All you need to do is just edit this. Cool. So in my subsequent videos, guys, I'll try to teach you more about websites and more about AI. So stay tuned. Bye bye.